Welcome to Story House, where we dive deep into the myths, mysteries, and questions that have fascinated humanity for centuries. I am your host, Arnab, and tonight we are unraveling the spiritual and the sinister. What if I told you there's more to the story of God and the devil than we have been told? From the clash between the Bible and the demonic Bible to the enigmatic figures of Adam, Eve, Lilith, Lucifer, and even Jesus Christ, we are talking a journey through stories that challenges everything we think we know about good, evil, and the very nature of belief. Joining me today is someone with a deep passion and exploring the unknown, Nabanita ji. Welcome, Nabanita ji.
Thank you, Arnab. These topics are as fascinating as they are provocative.
Okay.
There is so much to uncover and so many questions people are often afraid to ask. So let's dive in.
Yes. Uh, Going to our first segment of today, that is the Bible versus the demonic Bible. Let's start with one of the most intriguing comparisons, the Bible and the demonic Bible. Most of us know the Bible as a guide to morality, salvation, and understanding God's plan for humanity, but not many know about its darker counterpart. Nabanita ji, can you break this down for us?
Yes, of course. See, the Bible, both the Old and the New Testaments, is centered around humanity's relationship with God. It gives us the story of creation, humanity's fall, and God's plan for redemption through Jesus Christ. It's a book for hope and divine law. On the other hand, texts like the Satanic Bible, written by Anton LaVey in 1969, and the demonic Bible take a completely different approach. The Satanic Bible rejects traditional morality and emphasizes self-empowerment, personal freedom, and rejecting imposed authority.
Okay.
But it's important to note it doesn't actually promote devil worship. It's more about individualism. The demonic Bible, however, ventures into occult practices and rituals. It personifies figures like Lucifer and the other fallen angels as entities of power and enlightenment, offering an alternative spiritual path where rebellion against divine order is glorified. In essence, these texts are not just opposites, they are mirrors of how belief can be shaped by personal or cultural needs.
It's fascinating how these texts represent two completely different philosophies: submission to divine authority versus embracing personal freedom and rebellion. But they are both reflected humanity's search for meaning, don't they?
Exactly. These texts show us how deeply belief systems are tied to our understanding of ourselves and the universe.
Oh, okay, yes. So, Nabanita ji, let's go for our segment 2, that is Adam, Eve, and Lilith, the forgotten first woman, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about the origins of humanity as told in ancient text. Everyone knows Adam and Eve, but there's another name that often gets left out of the conversation, okay? That is Lilith. Nabanita ji, who is Lilith?
Arnab, Lilith is a fascinating figure.
Okay.
According to Jewish folklore, she was Adam's first wife. created not from his rib like Eve, but from the same clay as Adam. This made her equal to Adam in every way, and Lilith refused to be subservient to him. She left the Garden of Eden, rejecting God's order, and became a symbol of rebellion. Over time, she was demonized, portrayed as a seductress and child snatcher, and the mother of demons. In
Yes.
contrast, Eve was created as Adam's companion, meant to be obedient and nurturing.
So Lilith represent independence and defiance, while Eve symbolizes submission and partnership, right?
Exactly. Lilith's story is a stark contrast to Eve's. It raises questions about the roles of women in religious narratives. Why was Lilith erased or vilified? Perhaps because her story threatened the patriarchal structure of the time. Today, she is seen as a symbol of empowerment for many.
Yes. So, Nabanita ji, moving to our third segment, that is, who is Lucifer, the fallen angel?
Okay.
Now, let's shift to another fascinating story or figure, that is Lucifer, fallen angel. Who is he really? Is he just a symbol of evil, or is there more to his story?
Yeah. So Lucifer, whose name means light bringer, was originally a high-ranking angel in heaven. According to Christian theology, he was the most beautiful and intelligent of God's creations. But his pride and ambition led him to rebel against God, refusing to bow to humanity. He was cast out of heaven and become Satan, the adversary. But here's the twist. Lucifer is not always portrayed as purely evil. Some interpretations suggest he symbolizes free will, enlightenment, and the quest of knowledge. Okay. His story is a reflection of humanity's struggle with pride and ambition.
Okay, means so he's not just the devil with horns and a pitchfork. He's a complex figure that challenges our understanding of good and evil, right?
Exactly. Lucifer's story forces us to think about the consequences of rebellion and the cost of seeking freedom and power. Okay.
So moving to our last segment, that is Lucifer versus Christ, the eternal battle. This brings us to an even deeper question, that is the eternal battle between Lucifer and Christ. How do these two figures compare, Nabanita ji?
This is one of the most compelling aspects of religious theology.
Okay.
Lucifer represents rebellion, pride, and self-glorification, while Christ embodies humility, sacrifice, and obedience to God. In Christian tradition, Lucifer's fall was driven by his refusal to serve humanity, while Christ willingly took on human form and suffered for humanity's salvation. Where Lucifer seeks power and dominion, Christ seeks to save and uplift. But the interesting part is that both figures are associated with light. Lucifer was the morning star, and the Christ is called the light of the world.
Yes.
This duality shows that light can either illuminate or blind, depending on how it's used.
Holy Christ, that's a powerful metaphor. It's almost as if they represent two sides of the same coin, freedom versus submission, pride versus humanity.
Exactly. It's a battle that's not just external but internal, one that plays out within every human being. as we navigate our choices, values.
Yes. Thank you, Nabanita ji. Tonight, we have journeyed through stories that define the essence of good, evil, and everything in between, from the contrasting philosophies of the Bible and the demonic Bible to the enigmatic tales of Adam, Eve, Lilith, and the external battle between Lucifer and Christ. We have uncovered layers of belief that continue to shape our understanding of the universe.
And what stands out the most is how these stories mirror the human condition, our struggles with power, freedom, knowledge, and morality. They are not just ancient myths but timeless reflection of who we are.
Yes. So, as we close tonight's episode, we would like to leave you with this question: that what do these stories mean to you? Are they cautionary tales or sources of inspiration or something else? This is Story House. Thank you for joining us on this journey with Arnab. Until next time, stay curious and